Say hello to the Pegassi Tezeract, an electric supercar that's on offer in this week's GTA Online weekly update, and, in my view, a car that doesn't seem to be very popular in the GTA community. But why? Well, it's not because it's ugly. This thing is based on the Lamborghini Terzo Millenio, which in itself is an absolutely fantastic looking car, and this is a really good model, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I admit, matte black probably wasn't the best choice, and now that I've seen these photos of the original on the web, I think I'm definitely going to repaint this thing grey. So yeah, it is definitely not an ugly car. It is striking. I think striking is the word, but I think it looks fantastic. I love how it looks. So yeah, it's not unpopular because of how it looks. It's also not unpopular because of how it drives. I mean, yeah, the acceleration could be better. It's a little bit slow off the line, but it does pick up eventually. And when it does pick up, it gets to a perfectly respectable top speed of 119, as you can see on my top speed test. It's not the customization. There's not a huge amount, but there isn't a huge amount for a lot of the supercars. But you can certainly make this thing look really, really good and really individual. So, it's not the looks, it's not the drive, and it's not because of the handling either, because the handling is pretty good. It's a touch loose at the back end, but again, a lot of the supercars are if you're not careful with them. So it's not the looks, it's not the drive, it's not the handling, and it's not the top speed, because they're all perfectly adequate. So what is it? Well, I think it's this, the price. This thing is 2.8 million. And bearing in mind you're going to want some upgrades, so you're not really going to have any change from 3 million quid by the time you've got one of these. And that's a lot for a car that's only adequate. Now, it is on offer this week. I believe it's 30%. So that's a reasonable discount. At the time of posting this video, you've still got a day to pick this up if you want it. But should you? I guess that's the question I come round to now. Should you pick this up? And this is another one where I have to say, it really does depend where you are in the game and what sort of things you like. If you've just earned your first 3 million, I can list a dozen other things that you should be buying before you pick this up. However, if you're absolutely loaded, then there is no other car that looks like this in the game. So what are my final thoughts? I'm not going to say it's one for the collectors. It's a perfectly respectable free-round car. And as I said, the fact that you're paying so much and getting something that's only adequate, it does smart a little bit, but those looks, you can't ignore that. I think if you've got plenty of cash and you like how it looks, I would say go for it, because that really is the only reason to buy this car. If you want a fast supercar, there are much faster supercars, there are better handling cars, but there's nothing else that looks like this. So if you like how it looks and you've got the spare cash, I'd say this is one to go for. But one thing I will say is don't get it in matte black, because I don't think I've done the car any favours with that. Now, just to remind you all, I've now published this track, so if any of you want to actually try your hand at beating any of my lap times, there's a link in the description for how to get to this. And as we come over the line, here's the final time we managed to do. And here's where it sits on the lap board. So thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please drop a like and subscribe. Dive into the comments. And I've also managed to get a range of merch published, so you'll see a lot of links down there at the bottom. If you want to check those out, that'd be awesome. And that's it for this video. The next update will be dropping shortly, so I'll be back with some more videos on next week's offers car soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.